What's going on, everyone? I am Josh with 625 Media, and I said that with vigor. Some vigor. I'm excited. You know why? Because it's time to sweat. Okay, we're going to sweat a little bit. It's the attic. It's a little hot today. But we're going to figuratively sweat as we work out our vocal cords because it's Workout Wednesday. I'm so excited about this. I don't know why. I guess I'm trying to be excited this week because the scripts that I've chosen to practice with, and yes, we're going to do some scripts this week, they're technical scripts. So these are the type of scripts that are explainer videos for maybe tech or applications. Those kind of things that really, they aren't the most exciting thing, but you have to very clearly state what you're saying. And it also helps us with some pronunciation and also our speed. Now, these are scripts that I have looked over a couple times just to kind of get a feel for it, just so I could, talk about them a little bit with you. But I'm going to get set up here and we're going to get going. All right, so technical scripts are something that I feel like with my voice style, or they're jobs that we might want to target first because, one, I do have a little bit of a technical background. I'm not an expert, but I do have a little bit of a technical background. And explainer videos or training videos is something that I have a little bit of experience in as far as in-person training and explaining. So these could be a perfect fit for us at the beginning. Now, we want to build to other things. But I did find some technical or explainer scripts, practice scripts, that we can try to use to see how well we do and hone our skills. So let's go. Let's go at it. So again, voices.com. I found these scripts, and they've got all kinds of scripts on voices.com, including like stage and art direction and client. They've got voice age, style, accent. There's a lot of useful information to help you, really get into the mode of being with a client or working with a client. So there's two of them here. The first one is a 60-second technical script, and I'll just go through some of the main points here. But the voice is middle-aged, gender male or female. So I am both of those things. I mean age, and I'm male. I don't mean I'm anyway. Job description. This is a troubleshooting guide on the Science Inc. platform. That's just the name of the company that they created for this. Your voice will guide users through a series of troubleshooting techniques. Okay, so an explainer video, troubleshooting video. Art direction. There are many technical terms in the sample script. Note the correct pronunciation is indicated in parentheses beside the word. The script should be read in a slow, serious voice. So they want me to be serious. This isn't like, hey guys, click next. It's not that kind of thing. The language, English, accent, U.S. General American or British. So we could do either one. I'm going to do American because we're working on our reading and not our accents. Okay, so they're calling this a 60-second script, and it's actually only 77 words. So this, if I read it at my normal pace, I could probably do it in 30, but I want to make sure that I take their direction. So I'm not going to time myself, but I am going to be aware of that. So they did put the things that maybe people who don't know how to pronounce some of these things, they put it in parentheses. So they have IP. All right, so in parentheses they have the word I, like your eye, and then P-E-E-H. So it's I-P. And they're referring to an IP address. And then they have the word ink, like incorporated, I-N-C. They have the word ink, like pen ink, next to it. So that's pretty helpful, although I understand what those things are. If you don't, then, they're just telling you how to pronounce it. So let's try this. Slow-paced, serious. Explainer video. Here we go. To get to the active program or window, ensure that you maximize your viewfinder. You can find this over near the icon where your IP address is located. Once you navigate to your active program, ensure that you are logged into the main console using the username and password provided to you in your email upon registration. Should you be unsuccessful at this stage, head on over to www.scienceinc.com/helpme. That's not even a legit URL. All right, so that one wasn't too difficult. I think that there were some diction issues where we got a lot of sh in with words that combine together, like with you, or like when you're singing, you might say with you or something like that. I'm hyper aware of it right now, so I can't do it. But I thought the pace was good. I thought the voice was good. I'm going to try it one more time to see if we can make it just a little bit better. To get to the active program or window, ensure that you are maximized. Now I'm just adding words. Ensure that you maximize your viewfinder. You can find this over near the icon where your IP address is located. Once you navigate to the active program, ensure that you are logged in. Wow. So that time I was more aware of my diction, which is part of what we really should be practicing anytime we're reading a script like this or any script. But you notice that I got so focused on the diction that I stopped reading the words and just started thinking about letter sounds. And then again, I'm adding words that shouldn't be there. So let's try it one more time. To get to the active program or window, ensure that you maximize your viewfinder. You can find this over near the icon where your IP address is located. Once you see, there we go. There it is. Once you navigate to your active program, ensure that you are logged in to the main console using the username and password provided to you in your email upon registration. Should you be unsuccessful at this stage, head on over to www.scienceinc.com/helpme or help me or help me. That's actually a good warm-up script, and something like that might be something to consider moving forward. You know, when I come to sit down to do a voiceover, or if it's one of those days where I'm going to work on my voiceover skills. It's slow. It's a good pace. There's a lot of words there that you really need to enunciate to separate them. Once you really have to cut off that sound. So once you navigate to your active program, ensure that you are logged into the main console. You've really got to make sure. So that's a good one for diction and separating your words. All right, so our next script, or I should say scripts, is a 15 and 30-second sample script. It is for a fake pharmaceutical company called PharmaMe. Middle-aged voice, male or female. I am meeting those requirements. This is for a prescription drug commercial for a company called PharmaMe. Art direction, pretty much the same as the last one. Technical terms in the sample script. Note the correct pronunciation is indicated in parentheses beside the word. The script should be read at a faster than normal pace. So, that first one was slow, getting us used to enunciating our words. But this next script is going to be very, 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 very fast. It's like, I don't know, we're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out. Healthcare industry, fast-paced and professional is the way they describe this style. Language, English. Accent, U.S. General, American or British. So I'm going to use American. Gonna be America. All right, so here's the 30-second technical voiceover sample script for PharmaMe.
PharmaMe's Better Me capsule is recommended for adults over 18 years of age who are suffering from adenovirus infections. If you suffer from acute bronchitis, you should avoid taking the Better Me capsule or consult your physician before starting your doses. Side effects may... Wow. Yeah. Side effects may include inflammation, headaches, and vertigo. For a full list of side effects, visit www.bettermecap.com.
So it's like the end of the commercial, right before the actor comes in and goes, "I take Better Me, and now I don't want to smother myself with my own pillow." So that's really a good exercise in getting your mouth moving a little bit quicker. You're definitely going to want to warm up before you do something like that. Fortunately, we did that other script beforehand, and maybe some of the vocal exercises that we're going to work on later down the road, or the tongue twisters that we did last week, will help us with this kind of script. But let's move on to the 15-second technical voiceover. Okay? So here we go, 15-second.
PharmaMe's Better Me capsule is recommended for adults over 18 years of age who are suffering from adenovirus infections. If you have chronic conditions, the Better Me capsule may not be suitable for you. Consult your physician for more details.
Better Me. Yeah, you better believe it. All right, so that one was a little easier. The only word that really got in the way, or that they had to put in parentheses, was adenovirus, which it's that way in the top one as well, including bronchitis. I felt like the voice was good. It's one of those things that you're going to want to read over and over and over and over again to make sure that you're getting the phrasing right. It's also a lesson in maybe printing your scripts out and putting in punctuation where you feel like you should be taking breaths. There's not a lot of punctuation here that allow us to breathe. That's also could be an issue with my own breath support, okay? It's like singing, but it's not singing. And I'm not a professional singer. I've never had any voice lessons. I've had a few people tell me some technique things here and there, but I can tell you right now that I was losing breath when I probably shouldn't have been losing breath. So breath support from the diaphragm is going to work well, especially when you're speaking fast, and when you're also making sure that you're saying all of the word. Now, I can say it really fast. PharmaMe's Better Me capsule is recommended for adults over 18 age suffering from adenovirus infections. If you have chronic conditions, Better Me capsule may not be suitable for you. Contact your physician for more details. Like, I did that in one breath, but I'm not even really paying attention to what I'm saying. I'm just trying to allow my brain to translate what's on the page as quickly as possible, and you get off that stuff. So technical scripts may not be the most difficult type of script to read. That first one that we read was pretty easy, but there are some values to have with those. The second grouping of scripting, the 15 and the 30-second pharmaceutical script, really can be useful in developing speed with your voiceover and with your diction. You can't just mumble all of that. They need to understand what you're saying. You're telling them that if they have certain things, or they could suffer from these things if they take it, you want to make sure, and your client probably wants to make sure, that they understand that. But if there's anything that I would gain out of the first script, it's keeping an even energy, keeping a good slow pace when you speak, because you guys should know by now, I can speak pretty fast and stumble over myself constantly. So for an explainer video like that, you really need to be able to keep a slow pace, so that way they understand you. You're explaining something. If you're explaining a 60-second script in 15 seconds, how are they going to learn, or how are they going to understand? So it's really good practice there. Also, how we articulate the words, or I don't even know if that's the right word, but our diction, how we enunciate in a slower
in a slower script, that is going to be what you want to work on because you're already speaking slow. Making sure that you hit all of those letters will help slow you down. Hey, learning stuff. We're learning. All right, so that's all we got for this week's Workout Wednesday. I hope you broke out a sweat because I did. T-shirt. Sweating. But if you want to sweat with me each week, follow me on social media. 625 Media, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, Mix. We'll be here next week. I'm Josh for 625 Media and from the attic. Yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you next time.